Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist on Wednesday highlighting some of the racial disparities happening across the state when it comes to vaccine distribution. Here at Spectrum Health, they're reporting that just 5% of the patients who have received the vaccine are either African American or Hispanic. But at the same time, we learned that those numbers are not unusual and are happening all across the state.
We need to continue our efforts to get more communities of color vaccinated and close the gap in the data that is being reported.
The Lieutenant Governor has already made strides by creating the Coronavirus Task Force on Racial Disparities. Yet during the distribution stage, we are seeing a different disparity, one we don't know the full extent of because the state is unsure about the race of 45% of already vaccinated residents.
That means that we do not know the race of almost 1 million of the nearly 2 million people who have gotten at least one dose of a vaccine. But we have to address that data problem so that we can understand the shape of this problem. That is why our teams created a new direct data entry tool that is now live.
Current statewide data shows just 3.7% of Michigan's first dose vaccines went to Black residents, roughly 9% to other races, while 42% of those first doses went to white residents. The numbers are concerning to Black leaders here in Kent County.
I am concerned about the death of people because I've lost people close to me, locally and nationwide.
Commissioner Robert WOMACK and radio personality has used his platform to encourage constituents to get the vaccine.
My duty as a Kent County Commissioner, I believe it's my duty to put the information out to the public so they can make their own decisions.
His personal conversations have been with many who are hesitant, given a history of mistrust, pointing to events like the Tuskegee experiment, when doctors allowed Black men to live with syphilis to see what the impact might be.
And that's very damaging to the trust factors of African Americans and other minorities right here in America, not to mention eugenics and other things that scientists have supported in the past.
The hesitancy runs deep, even decades later.
It's a new day. It's not 1932, and the government doesn't want to be sued. The pharmaceutical companies don't want to be sued. I can't blame people for being a little edgy about it, but it is a new day. It is a new day, and we got to work together and overcome this pandemic.
While his radio station is just one messenger, he says more outreach needs to be done between nonprofits and medical partners.
And if we aren't willing to, for lack of a better word, get our hands a little dirty, our knees a little rusty, and get on the ground level to save these lives, we're going to lose a lot of people.
Commissioner WOMACK has lost more than a handful of people to COVID-19, but he hopes his efforts can keep another friend, relative, even a stranger alive in the Black community.
For those of us who know people who died of COVID-19, the years 2020 and 2021 are going to be with us forever.
We did reach out to the other main hospital systems here in West Michigan, who at this time could not provide any additional information as to how many patients they have vaccinated by race. But we do have those numbers available for you from the state on our website. Spectrum also provided a full statement. You can read that at our website, fox17online.com. Reporting in Grand Rapids, Angeline McCall, Fox 17 News.